what is the noise in my Jeep Gladiator? Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Automotive JT. So, should you buy a Jeep Gladiator with a hard top or a soft top? You know, I'm out cruising around today, and it's a very windy day, as you can see. Everything's blowing around. We're getting probably 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts here in South Texas. And the question comes to mind as I'm cruising around out here, you know, should I have bought a soft top Jeep Gladiator or a hard top? Now, I think about this because right now I have the Sunrider soft top on my Jeep Gladiator. And as you can hear in the beginning, I'm getting a lot of noise out of the soft top driving around, particularly with the driver's side window open. Now, I had the window open because it's a great day. It's January and it is only 55 degrees, but with the sun beating down, it's a pretty nice day outside. But you can hear there was a lot of wind noise from that soft top bouncing around on its own frame. And I got to thinking, you know, I've had soft top Jeeps in the past, Jeep Wranglers, and man, they are very, very loud, even without all this wind. My wife has one right now, and a few times we've taken the Jeep, hers, out to South Padre Island. And you're out in wide open spaces out there, and then you get up on the bridge that connects the island to the mainland, I guess. And you get a lot of wind up there depending on the day. And the sides of that soft top blow around like mad. I mean, they're smacking the roll bar, and it's just constant noise the whole time. So if noise drives you nuts, you know, probably not something that you're really gonna like too much. Now, noise for me is not really a big deal. I don't really care. Although, I suppose if I was to spend hours and hours in the Jeep, you know, maybe taking the Gladiator on a long distance trip, maybe even the Jeep Wrangler on a long distance trip, that would start to drive me crazy after a while because you get this constant buffeting of the wind against the soft top blowing around all over the place. And that reminds me of another thing. I'll digress for a moment. You know, driving a Jeep around with the top down, if you're on a fairly long trip, you know, maybe an hour, something like that, you decide it's a really nice day outside, there's a little bit of wind, maybe most of your driving is going to be on the freeway. It's like a wind tunnel inside the Jeep. You know, I remember driving like that on that kind of a trip and having to put the windows up to kind of cut down on that a little bit. Because if you've got a full soft top, it's not something you can just grab and throw back, you know, or throw closed, I should say, when you're at a stoplight or something. I mean, you basically have to park in a parking lot somewhere, get out and finagle with the top for 10 minutes or something if you have help, and get it all secured down. So once you commit, if you're on a long trip, you're kind of committed for the duration. So I think that, you know, I'm kind of happy that I didn't go with a full soft top, although, and I'm not sure if this is available on the Jeep Gladiator, but Jeep does have an electric retractable hardtop now. You can push a button, whatever it is, after you disconnect some things, and go ahead and put the whole top back with just a push of the button. Not a cheap option, but definitely more handy than getting out and messing around with everything without help. But I've wondered, you know, if you go for that option, you still have the side windows and all that stuff to mess with, I'm assuming, because I don't know how that would fold down with the side windows installed unless they have some kind of an arm or pulley system or something. I'd be curious if anybody out there has one or has experience with it. How does it work? Do you still have to get out and take the side windows off? Or can you just unhook the front, hit the button, and it all does it by itself? I'd be curious to know. Leave a comment about that. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. Should you buy a hard top or a soft top? I'm talking about either a fully soft top or even the Sunrider soft top that you can put in, which is very convenient, by the way. All you have to do is unlatch the two latches in the front, then you can just throw it back. It's very convenient. I think for me, having had a Jeep Gladiator for a while and being back into the Jeep life, if you will, with a convertible top, I definitely would go with the hard top. I would not get a soft top. And beyond that, I would install the Sunrider soft top that replaces the Freedom panels in the front so that you can have that open air flexibility as easily as possible and not having to screw with the Freedom panels. Now, of course, again, as you could hear in the beginning of the video, that does take some getting used to when it comes to wind noise. There were a couple other instances, you know, driving the Jeep Gladiator with the Sunrider soft top, and I'm assuming even just the regular soft top on the freeway, when you go past semis, like on a 2-lane freeway, and they're coming at you, you're gonna pass, or even when they pass you on the side, that little air pocket that's created around them blows the heck out of the soft top. I remember taking a trip to Colorado, and it was the first time I had experienced it. We're driving on the 2-lane roads, and a semi came by us on the other side, and man, there was a thump when that truck went by, because the first thing that happens is the soft top goes up a little bit from the air pressure difference, and then once the truck goes by, slams it back down on its own support system. So not only do you get that little pressure change feeling in your ears, you get that thumping noise when the soft top hits its own frame. It's a little unnerving the first time it happens to you if you're not used to it. And me, I started to think, gee, is the thing fastened down correctly? Maybe I've got something loose and it was jarred a little bit when the truck went by. But no, it's kind of just the way it is. And like I said, with a full soft top surrounding the whole cab, it's got to be much worse, I would think, when it comes to the sound and the little pressure change difference that you get. Something that you don't get with the full hard top, because obviously it's not going to flex as much as the soft top does. And speaking of that, because of the material, and I have found this because I did run with the hard top on for a while, it's so thin that when a semi does go by you, it does flex a little bit. You get a little bit of sound from the panel kind of moving around in its own securement, if you will, but nothing like the soft top. You're not going to get anything like that. So yeah, I would go with the hard top. I would put the Sunrider soft top in, replacing the Freedom panels, so that you can at least enjoy as much of the Jeep experience as you can without having to put the whole top down. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you've got a full hard top or full soft top Jeep Gladiator, do you regret it at all? Or, hey, it's just part of the Jeep thing, not a big deal. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma. And Rob Motive FST, all about my 2021 Toyota Tundra. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.